We are here with Nick Ring coming up. UFC 158 is this Saturday night from the Bell Center. I guess, Nick, this is take two for you to fight at the Bell Center. Had to have been heartbreaking last November.
Yeah, you know what? That was heartbreaking. Yeah, and this is my second attempt at fighting at the Bell Center. This time it's going to be successful. Actually, that last time, after the weigh-in, I had kind of a pneumonia type of a thing, and yeah, it totally took over my body. You know how when you cut weight, you know, your immune system goes down. And I mean, if you got any kind of virus,
I'll take your word for it. I don't know your world, really. I have no weight to cut, I don't think.
No. You can't pinch an inch on me, you know what I mean? But
you're looking in great shape. I mean, how is this cut feeling? Did it feel like a particularly rough cut the last time, or did you just woke up Saturday and it was just what's happening?
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't think it was a particularly hard cut. It's just you know, I actually got sick a couple weeks prior to the fight last time, and you know, like I thought I got better. I thought it was like, you know, and I've never had to back out of a fight because of being sick, right? But after cutting the weight, like, you know, it just became, you know, I mean, I woke up just drenched in a pool of my own sweat. Like it was in a foot in each direction from my bed. I had my girlfriend at the time. She was she had to like vacate the bed. It was terrible, you know. Oh well, whatever. That's what happens. I mean,
you said girlfriend at the time. Is Nick Ring on the prowl now?
No. I'm anything but a prowler.
Nick Ring. I just want to know what's happening in fight week for Nick Ring. I mean, you know, you're out and about. You know, is Nick? What's Nick Ring's Facebook status right now?
My status. Oh.
Or is it complicated?
Oh, you know what? My world is always complicated. See, I'm a bit of a drama queen, so I like this kind of, you know, just throw it at me. I mean, I'll turn something little into something big, no problem, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, you wake up on that Saturday morning. I mean, what happens at that point? Do you have to check in with the commission? Were you willing to fight? I mean, what?
No, I was willing to fight. I mean, but I was we approached the doctor more like, okay, well, what can we do? Can you give me something that's going to like get me better, you know, here quickly? And you know, basically the doctor, I mean, he took one look at me, you know, and I'm asking about like, okay, is there medications or maybe a shot of adrenaline or like whatever it is, you know, work your magic.
Fix me.
Yeah, fix me basically. And yeah, he took one look at me. He's like, nope, sorry, you know, we can't do this. You know, I'm not letting you fight like this. And it was a bit of a shock for me, right? But, you know, he really didn't give me a choice. He's just like, well, I'm here to look after you guys' health. And,
sure.
You know, I really don't care what you think. So
yeah. How long did it take for you just to kind of recover? Was it just a couple of days?
No, you know what? That's the strange thing. Because, like, I mean, I was sick a couple weeks before the fight. And then, you know, I swear to God, I must have been sick like another 6 weeks after that.
Really?
You know what? I wasn't, you know, I wasn't kicking it, right? It was just, you know, it was very persistent. You know, so maybe it was better for, you know, with these viral infections too. I mean, it's not like the doctor can give you antibiotics and then you just get over them. I mean, it's a virus. It just has to work its way out. Your immune system just has to do its thing. But you know, I'm feeling a lot better for this one, and you know, this is gonna happen again. So.
Well, we're looking forward to it on Saturday night. You're taking on Chris Camozzi, who's a buddy of yours. So tell me about when that phone call came, whether it was Joe Silva and pitching that one to you.
Well, yeah, I got a message from my manager saying, "Hey Nick, I got a fight for you," and I personally requested, you know, coming on this Montreal card. Like, you know, I made one attempt, you know, like I had to redeem myself. So I mean, I want on this Montreal card, you know, finally get to fight here. And anyways, yeah, he got me in this fight, and he said, yeah, it's Chris Camozzi. I'm like, oh, awesome. You know, this guy. When I fought in Denver, actually, I mean, yeah, he took me into his gym, took me into, you know, like drove me around in his car and everything. And you know, now I'm fighting the poor bastard, right? But you know what? He's a good friend, great fighter. This is gonna be a war, and you know what? Like, I've seen Camozzi in all sorts of bad positions in a fight, and you know what? you know, I know he's gonna come to throw down, and so am I. This is gonna be. I think the fans are gonna win here.
You guys spoken since the fight has been made?
You know what? We text all the time. We're like a couple little girls, eh? But hey, buddy, how's it going?
It's kind of like, I imagine, kind of the environment in the Ultimate Fighter house, where it's like you're around all these guys, you're inevitably gonna strike friendships, and then you gotta fight.
You know what? That's exactly. You know, when you get into that Ultimate Fighter house too, I mean, you're you know, we all know what the deal is. Like, we're gonna have to probably. You know, there's a good chance you're gonna have to fight this person. I mean, friends or not. I mean, this is a business. Now, I mean, not that we're like super close, but you know, it's yeah, like it. You do definitely have to turn on a certain switch. I mean, okay, this is game time. I mean, you know what? Me and him, we've already talked about it. We're gonna go grab a beer afterwards, and
Sure.
you know what? Just because we're fighting doesn't mean we're we can't be friends, right?
What kind of scenario do you respond better to? Kind of this one you're in, or kind of the polar opposite, where if there was some bad blood between you?
You know what? Honestly, it makes no difference to me whatsoever. Like whether this is a bad blood fight or a friendship. I mean, like I train my body to do a job. Like I'm in there to perform a series of techniques. Block everything out. I block out the audience. I block out my personal life. A lot of times I block out my cornermen. They don't like that so much.
Probably not.
No, they get a little mad. But I'm excellent at blocking, so we'll just say that. But yeah, it makes no difference. Friend or foe. I mean, this is the job I do.
And as we end off here, of course, the last time we saw you in action was at 149 in Calgary, your stomping grounds there. What's going on in Calgary right now? Everyone thought the June card maybe go to Calgary instead of Winnipeg getting that date. What's going on in Calgary right now?
No kidding. Like Winnipeg? Really?
There, you got to set yourself up, maybe get on that Winnipeg card.
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to do Winnipeg anything. Like,
You're endearing yourself right now to the Winnipeggers.
Well, whatever. I mean, you know what? Even the Winnipeggers know what I'm talking about, so I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this one. But, sorry, is there gonna be a Calgary?
Yeah, just what's going on in Calgary right now? Do you foresee a return?
Well, yeah, I do foresee a return. Like, I mean, I haven't heard any of the news. Like, I mean, yeah, so it was supposed to be in June, and now, we got. I can't even believe we got asked for Winnipeg. Like, I'm in shock right now. Oh,
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
First they get the Jets back, now they get the UFC.
You know what? These guys are getting big for their britches, aren't they?
Hey, is Jarome Iginla going to be leaving the Calgary Flames?
I heard Jarome is leaving. I mean, I don't know what that's all about, but
he's got like a no-trade clause, and I think he's got to waive that, and there's pressure, I think. Some of the fans want him gone. What do you think about this?
I don't know. I read that in the paper. I mean, fans are like wanting him gone. I don't know. I don't get that. Like, is he good?
I can't imagine the Calgary Flames without Jarome Iginla.
No, I can't imagine that either. You know what? I'm gonna have to go against the fans on this one. I want him to stay. Okay, so I mean, Jarome, stay in Calgary, please.
Might end up on the Winnipeg Jets now.
Oh yeah,
that would be heartbreaking.
We lose the UFC to Winnipeg, and then we lose Jarome Iginla to Winnipeg. I mean.
Can't happen, Nick. You got to step up for Calgary.
Yeah, Nick Ring doesn't approve of that. No.
Well, what we do approve of is Nick Ring, Chris Camozzi is coming up Saturday on pay-per-view, 10 p.m. Eastern. All the best, Nick.
All right. Thank you very much.